I'm Pat Palmer from Hampton, Iowa, and the name of my business is The Computer. Basically, we take care of home and home office computers as far as virus removals, tune-ups, software and hardware upgrades, and things like that. Well, I pretty much started back in about 1995 or 96, and I was just servicing computers around the area before before the Facebook and before a lot of the internet was really taking place. I remember walking up to a lady's house in Alice, and I knocked on the door, and her second grader said, "Mom, the computer guy's here." So the name kind of stuck. Since then, I've left a standard, what I would call a W-2 job, 9-to-5 job, and in 2006 started full-time in my basement, and then in 2009 I just got so busy I couldn't really handle the customers anymore out of my basement. So I moved downtown Hampton, hired an employee, and we're here now. Well, a lot of it was a big gambling expedition, you might say. Who knows, when you move out of your basement, your level of income is not the biggest, but your level of expenses aren't big either. So then you jump to a retail setting where you have to be here as much as the rest of the downtown is open. You have to have an employee that is on the ball and is customer friendly as well, because they just walk in the door with all kinds of problems, or they just might even want to know directions how to get to the hardware store. So you've got to certainly balance out various things there, and just the day-to-day challenges that most small businesses face. I'd say if it wasn't for my wife, none of this would be here. She's got a very high pain tolerance, you might say. And there's been other people. I know that several members of the city council were helpful in mentoring me. John Papajohn Center up at Nyack has been very helpful. The folks over at MyOctaNet and UNI are very helpful. Craig Downs with the Iowa Microloan and his staff have been very helpful. And the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce in Hampton, Mason City, and Waverly, and they've all helped out well too. Well, originally I thought I'd just pay for it all on a credit card, and when the credit card bills came due, I just pay them. Well, then there became some more credit card bills, and so I went through Nyack's Nano Loan program, and they started me out on loaning me some money at real low % interest, so I get those credit cards paid off. And then from there, when it was time to decide to jump to a downtown location, I went through the Microloan company. Chamber of Commerce did a good job in funneling people here through their website, and that's not only just the Hampton Chamber of Commerce, but even the Mason City and Waverly Chambers of Commerce have really gone out of their way to make sure if anybody has a question about computers, oh, you need to see Pat, and that's just how we've done it. I specialize in house calls and service calls to homes or small businesses. And I work in about a 45-mile radius of Hampton, so that includes Mason City, and if I stretch it a little bit, it would also include Waverly as well. Since I'm pretty involved with Facebook and the social media that's out there now, a lot of people turn to me as the expert in the field, so I'm going to be at Nyack tonight, and we'll be there for about an hour and a half talking about marketing your business through social media. We're covering all the social media aspects. I would say the big four, Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn and Google+. We're going to talk a little bit about mailing lists with MailChimp and Constant Contact. We'll talk about blogging, and we'll talk about some tools to get your business found on the internet. Be honest with your customers. You're going to have times when you've got to give your customers bad news. And the more you beat around the bush, or the more you sugarcoat it, or the more you aren't 100% truthful with them, it'll hurt you. These customers out here just have to know the bad news. We got some good news, we have some bad news. They don't play those games anymore. They want what's wrong with it, they want it fixed. Yeah, I'm hoping to build the business up a little bit more. I'd like to get more into Mason City. I'd like to have an office up there. I'd like to have an office in Waverly. But right now, I hate to blame the economy, but the economy is a little soft right now. And so maybe after the next cycle comes through, when things get lifted up a little bit, those are the places I'd really like to look at. I was tired of working for somebody else, is what it really boiled down to. And there were so many changes at work where I didn't like, and it seemed like I always had to check with somebody. Well, can't you just make a decision here? And so that's one thing I like about the computer guy is if if we have a problem, I can make the decision right now. I don't have to check with the board of directors, or I don't have to check with some marketing company somewhere like some of the big box retailers might have to.